Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back. How goes it? We're gonna hop in with some messages. I have been posting on my other channel, the Sacral Octopus Love Collective. I had the flu for like literally 3 weeks straight, so I have been not doing many readings, but this last couple days I'm finally getting back into the groove with everything. Never in my life have been that sick. So we're here for a soul growth message. I'm going to pull some stickers to see where we're at for our energy. I did keep hearing the words anger and resentment. And when I was shuffling the cards to prepare them, the Five of Pentacles was the only card that kept coming out. At first it was reversed and then it was upright. So we're going to, flow with it and see what happens. And see what Spirit has in store for us today. All right. Just saw the sticker stay strong. Yeah, I feel like there's something, I just feel like you're not in a good energy. Which I resonate with that because I've definitely been off. So maybe it's in the air. Maybe I'm reaching the collective where I just feeling a little shitty these days. All right, so positive energy is the first sticker out, which is what I think you're trying to attune to. Ooh, this one again. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I feel like it's not fine right now. I feel like you are frazzled. I'm a painter contractor, so if I have muck all over me, I did shower, but my hands are not always going to be pretty. Be positive. Another message about positive encouragement. Explore the world. So you might, Spirit might be calling you to get out and travel and just, get out more and, see what's out there. What am I doing? No, just one. Energy for collective. Yep. You're definitely going through it right now. I'm feeling like you're feeling loss, grief. I'm not sure what happened. All right, you're not going to go back. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That's an effing perfect record. All right, so Spirit is saying you've been through this before. You've done this. This is not your first rodeo. And you're going to do it again, okay? This could be a feeling that you've had in the past. There could be... I'm actually going to pull some of my emotion cards I haven't used in a minute. I definitely feel like that you're needing a message of encouragement today. I think you're going through, I don't want to say the dark night of the soul, but just a bad day, a bad week, a bad run of luck. That is a black cat right there. I'm not sure if there's a situation that's plaguing you. I'm not sure if you went, I don't know. I just heard death of a loved one for some of you. So I don't know if you're grieving the loss of somebody right now. Give me 3 cards. 1. Too many. I just saw conflict. 2. 3. Ooh, all right. Put these on the spread here. So, where are your emotions at right now? You're feeling let down. There is definitely a situation where you feel let down. I feel like there's a situation where you were giving your all to, and if it wasn't your all, you were giving a good amount. You were giving what you could give with what you had, and you ended up getting, bogged down and let down anyway. This caused you to be inquisitive, okay? This is... I'm sensing a relationship for some. This could be a job for some. This could be you, a family member or family dynamic. But this letdown is making you want to go and experience life, okay? I think you want to get back out there, maybe get back to dating, get back to finding your people, your tribe, finding, a new friend group, finding, getting rid of the family members that drive you bonkers, and keeping the select few that don't. But I think you're feeling bad about this. I think that you are having a hard time letting go of the past. I think that you might be leaning towards past experiences that have failed and haven't been that great. And, thinking, oh crap, is this going to happen again? But Spirit's saying, like, no, like, positive, positive. We have a lot of blue and a lot of red on the board. This is sacral energy, and this is throat chakra energy. I mean, sacral. This is root chakra and sacral chakra energy. So a Reiki session might be beneficial to you now. Work on those areas. Even if it's a YouTube Reiki session, they're wonderful. I always say this, the Luna Nate, she's one of my favorites on there. But there's a grounding with what you're speaking and what you're doing, and you just feeling grounded in general. I think you're feeling frazzled. I feel like there's an energy of you need to, a therapist might benefit you right now. Journaling could benefit you right now. But definitely speaking. There's something you need to speak. There's a piece you need to speak to somebody. And I think for those of you that aren't speaking, or you're trying not to be reactive and you're trying to, kind of turn a new leaf here, you're suppressing and you're pushing them down. You might not be... Spirit is just saying there's another way for you to expel all that excess energy. I know it's kind of early on in the reading, but just because I feel so emotional with this, like, I don't even want to say, the word's not stressed, like, just loss, grief, really just not great. Really just fearing, like, okay, like, I want what's next, but I'm scared. I don't want this to happen again. The Spirit is saying you can do this. These are my DBT cards. This is just a little something psychologically that, whatever Spirit wants to rip out here. For you to get in touch with your emotions, and for you to, feel and how to handle them, and just little tips and tricks to kind of... All right, so distress. You're in distress. So this DBT card says distress tolerance skill, improve, ways to tolerate and accept distress. You can use imagery, imagine a relaxing scene, imagine everything going well, remember a happy time. So it's literally spelling out the word improve. The M means meaning. Find purpose or meaning in a painful situation. How can you grow from this? P is prayer or meditation. Prayer can be to the universe, a higher being, or your higher self. Ask for guidance. Relax. Find a way to release the stress. Relax your muscles, practice deep breathing, take a hot shower. O, one thing in the moment. Stay present, find one thing to do, and focus entirely on it. V, vacation. Take a break or do something you enjoy. Go for a walk or take a vacation on your mind. That one's very emphasized in this reading. And E is encouragement. Activate your inner cheerleader. Say to yourself, I've got this, or this too shall pass. I think this is wonderful. I'm not sure if you can kind of pause it and zoom in on it and see, for yourself. But this is just a little something that you can do to help when you get in those emotional states. I want to see where is this, what is the situation being affected in your chart, in your natal chart. Cancer. Okay, so wherever Cancer is in your chart, that is what's being highlighted right now for you to kind of take a deep dive into. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child, okay? And I was definitely feeling familial, family aspects. Again, you could have lost a family member. If you did, my condolences, my deep condolences to you. Just remember, they're not lost. They're always there. You're always going to be getting signs from them. They could be very well sending you signs, to get out of your own way here and help you through this, and to help you towards a more positive approach to life. But wherever Cancer is in your chart, especially if you have Chiron in Cancer, that is the healing planet. usually that means no. So we're going to pull this. Tells me you could be very emotional right now. With this Greek, Cancer is very emotional, and when Cancer gets, upset or triggered, they go into their shell. Some of you have family that you're worried about providing for, worried about taking care of, or you have family where, I'm sensing a collective where, like, when you get emotional, your emotions can really take over, or when you're feeling a certain way, that can really take over. And you have children, or you have grandparents or parents you have to take care of, and it's hard for you to do those duties and to stay focused. You'd rather just, it's a paralyzed feeling, okay? It's like, I just need to be alone. I just need quiet. I need darkness. I need to find a way to bring me back down to earth. All right, what's going on spiritually? Cosmic ancestors, voice your concerns. We are going to get the book. Universal conscious coexistence extends beyond millions of years. Our very DNA has evolved over thousands of years and is continuing to do so. Our genetic lineage or origins are often brought into question. It is hard to refute the possibility of life on other planets far beyond our own star system and galaxy given the science and astrological evidence we already understand historically about universal astronauts. You may feel like you are a starseed, dissociated from others as they cannot comprehend how precious life is, planetary evolution, or conscious connection with all living creatures. You may have fell into silent pain or be a passionate activist, your heart breaking over the material corruption of humanity, and that no one is listening to the collective cry of the planet, the life of all inhabitants, or the global impact of ego-based leadership. In absolute truth, we are all starseeds, as our personal cosmic origins are mixed with our DNA and consciousness. The very existence of life on planets beyond our current understanding is evidentiary. After all, you are currently existing within the universe as we know it on a beautiful planet called Earth. Right now you must learn from those who have walked before you. Those who have already shown a light on injustices require you to evolve and awaken into a passionate contributor. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. Life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written among time and space and is available to us within the records of the Akashic Temple. You may feel connected to star energy or be aligned with a more cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon the energy of 100% pure light galactic guides, masters, or teachers to assist you in understanding your personal connection. So this is you evolving with conscious. Okay, this is you taking all of this energy. I didn't really like that definition. I'm not going to lie. You guys, if you understood that and resonated, but I didn't really. I'm getting, all of your worries and all of your demons inside of you right now. Speak it, okay? I said that the third chakra, or throat chakra, okay? Speak into existence what you want. Co-create with the universe. Again, if you have someone that just passed over, like, they're helping you. Speak to that person. There's not a very large message, like a long, that's just a message of talk to the other side. Talk to the stars. Talk to the sky, Let's see, what deck? I keep hearing. All right, I guess we'll get the tea leaf. I haven't used this one in a minute, so we'll see. Where are we at for time? 14. I'm sending you lots of love. I feel awful that you feel this way. I promise it will pass. Emotions are just emotions. This is just another way for you to learn how to handle them when they arise and when you get like this again. It's all a stepping stone into emotional regulation. All right, Spirit. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, so when you can get out of your own way, you might have been let down with something financially, and I heard lost a house for some. But there was money that, you're in need of money to get to where you need to go, where you want to be right now. Like, that's just what it is. And Spirit is saying that if, focus on a hobby, focus on your career, focus on, if you're an entrepreneur, focus on the services you provide. Oh, excuse me. Because there's money waiting, okay? You are on a money path right now. You could be very stressed out with work, trying to make ends meet. Wind chimes. Peace and harmony. Wow, okay. You going off and venturing off and just having that positive mindset's going to help bring you some peace and harmony, okay? Definitely get outside. You could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Hammock. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. Yes, this is just Spirit saying relax, okay? You do have money coming to you. If I am just the messenger. If I were to sit here and see in the cards like, hey, like, you got some bad times coming ahead of you, like, you might want to save up and stock up. Like, no, Spirit is saying you're going to be coming out of this shit time, all right? And you're going to have money waiting for you. You're going to have peace and harmony waiting for you. But enough money where I think you're going to be able to take a vacation. And if you can't physically actually go somewhere, it could be a staycation where you're just resting your head and you're catching your breath. Bag. Something important such as a new job or raise. You could definitely be getting a new job if you're in a family business. You could be maybe moving up or maybe getting out of that to go start something new, or maybe there's new ways where you're reinventing what you're working on now. Opportunity or windfall. Wow. Someone working against you behind your back. This is that letdown. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So there was a situation, again, could have involved an older woman. And this person, I'm hearing aunt, mother, I'm hearing grandmother for some. Maybe this is someone that passed away. Maybe there was an inheritance that was supposed to happen that didn't happen that's going to be coming towards you. But there's money that is coming, and definitely an opportunity that's coming. But that's not to say that you were not, screwed over in this process. Where do we want to get? Let's pull some tarot. Ooh. The Magician. Okay, this is you manifesting into existence. Okay, this is you having all the tools and resources. You might be a little bit frazzled on how to go about doing it, but Spirit is saying that you have everything. You have the creativity, you have the power, you have the skill, you have the magic. Okay, you definitely could be an entrepreneur, but this is just manifesting your dreams. This is, visualizing. Okay, you could have a bunch of ideas right now to make money, or ideas how to improve your money situation, and Spirit is saying it's time to speak that into existence. And when we start speaking that and we start feeling it in our heart, it's time to actually bring this into fruition. Let's make this alive. Again, there's an energy of emotions holding you back, and I think if you can just get that grounded and, get out of your own way in that regard. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that to strengthen you, it's okay to feel, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay, but we don't want to stay stuck. Okay. I don't want you guys staying stuck because there's too much on the other side waiting for you of being unstuck. Knight of Swords. Again, more air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius on the board. But this money path, whatever's waiting for you, this is something that's going to happen fast, okay? This is definitely going to be, Spirit is going to let you know to seize this moment, okay? This also tells me that you need to be more direct in your communication. You need to be very clear in your communication, very clear in what you want to manifest, and speak that, okay? This is somebody that's a go-getter. This is someone, Usually the Knight of Swords is, for me, it's generally a negative card because it's somebody, moving too fast but not really thinking. But Spirit is, this is like a green light energy for me. The Spirit is saying that once you cool down and once you, get past this, the second you see this opportunity, jump. There could be somebody that wants to come in and bring communication to you about, you could be talking to somebody about or teaming up with somebody on how to have your dreams come to fruition here. I definitely see, though, an opportunity rushing towards you because you manifested that. And this is also telling me it's going to happen fast. But this is also telling you make sure you're manifesting with intention because you don't want something coming in for you that, you didn't intend for, because be careful what you wish for. You will get just that. The Empress in reverse. This is insecurity. This is you being afraid to leave the situation or whatever's been happening right now to go off on your own. Okay, this is as much as peace and harmony is on the board, this is you feeling, oh my god, excuse me. The yawning is intense tonight. This is you feeling disharmony within yourself, okay? This also could be you neglecting yourself, neglecting your needs. So this is just an energy of self-care, okay? Don't be manifest and know what you want. Don't be hasty with it, okay? But also, in the meantime, you need to be taking care of yourself. You can't manifest if you're feeling sick, okay? If you're stressed and anxious and you haven't eaten in 7 days, or maybe just the opposite. Maybe the last 7 days you've been overeating and now we've gained 10 pounds and now we're not feeling that great. Like, to get in that creative energy, you have to take care of yourself. How you would mother a child, Spirit is saying that's how you need to mother yourself right now. You doing this and you learning, this is all about self-regulating. And when you can learn to self-regulate, everything else will fall into place the way it is supposed to be. Everything is going to work out as it's supposed to, okay? I promise you guys that. Oh, the World, and that's in reverse. I feel like this is that loss. I feel like there's something that you were trying to do, again, whether this was someone passing or whether this was a money venture that just kind of went south and there was a loss. This is just, it's a stuck energy. I feel like you might, again, maybe you don't have the means to actually take a vacation. I just heard, even if you have $100 left to your name, like, figure out something to go do and the universe is going to provide for you. So you're going to be okay. But I mean, these cards, they're in reverse. Like, there is a major blockage that needs to be released in order for you to get what you want. You could be in survival mode right now, as Spirit is saying you do not manifest in survival mode. Again, calm down and wait and get your bearings, whatever's going on in the situation, because you don't want to dig yourself a hole or bite off more than what you can chew. I just heard worth the wait. So, during this time when it's, you're in limbo, speak it to the universe and continue to work on yourself. Be a good person, pay it forward, and the rest is going to work itself out. You'll see how things start falling into place, but you got to meet the universe halfway and do your part. Oh, God. 8 of Pentacles, and that's in reverse. Are you hiding? Do you feel like doing the work is not going to be worth it? Are you feeling like you've been in a repetitive situation and you're kind of bored? And yeah, this is a fear that thinks something's going to happen again the way that it has happened. Your work could be, falling behind. You could be struggling with work right now because you're not able to focus. Or you could be overworking. Guys, these are all in reverse. This is wild. Judgment. This is all about your choices. This is awakening. This is about knowing what you want. This is still, there's an indecisive energy. This is just blocked, okay? You could be going, this is a karmic lesson that you're having to learn. And this is all about, again, regulating yourself. You've gone through this before. You're always going to be provided for, okay? Even if you're couch surfing right now, okay? At the end of the day, you still have a roof over your head, okay? You've made it out worse situations, and you're going to make it out of this one. There's a denial energy. You could be in denial about how bad something is actually affecting you, and there needs to be, a grip on reality. Okay, you really could need to speak to somebody. There's somebody that you need to speak to get this off your chest. Judgment reverse for me is always about gossip, okay? There definitely could be gossiping going on. I'm hearing black sheep energy. King of Swords, also in reverse. Are you dealing with somebody like this? Air sign energy it's huge. Again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be you wanting to manifest, but you're not manifest. You're afraid. Again, this is that fear. Is something going to happen again? Okay. You could be this is an overly cautious energy that I'm feeling from this. I feel like whatever opportunity comes in, you might reject it, or you might just really get in your head about it because you're like, I don't want to go through this again. Excuse me. Fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, also big. Four of Wands. This is your tribe. This is you manifesting. This is you manifesting what you want. If you can get into the right headspace and you manifest what you want, like, you're going to get the family life, okay? This could be, again, a relationship that didn't work out, and the spirit is saying, like, get it together because you got something that's coming in, okay? You have your community. You have people that are going to be able to help you. People that you can trust. People that you can depend on. But you're nervous about this. Anything that comes your way, you're just like, I'm freaking scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. You could be seeing 333, 222. You could be born on the 21st, the 20th, or the 3rd. February or March or January. 5 of Swords. This is that conflict. Loss, betrayal. Fighting the good fight, but at what cost? You know what I mean? This has cost you something. Whatever happened has cost you something. And here I think it's cost you your sanity. It's cost you your peace. It's cost you your creativity. It's cost you your ability to look at life in a sunny disposition. You could be bitter. It's like you want the good life, but there's so much that you have to process. My heart really goes out to you. I feel you can do this. This is all going to be good, but I feel this. I really do feel this. King of Wands. I already saw that while I was shuffling also. This is you taking charge, okay? This is you. I'm almost seeing a progression here. Like, okay, I want this. I had this loss. I have an opportunity coming in. I'm done with this conflict. If I'm to avoid any of this conflict, I need to take charge. But I need to take charge of myself. I can only control myself in this situation. I cannot control what's happening around me. This is also you staying loyal to a path. You could be meeting a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that could be helping you through this. They could be helping you through this conflict. They could be teaching you how to get your zest for life back again and how to, how to get that creativity back. This opportunity is going to help you to feel that way. Six of Wands in reverse. Oh boy, this is such a hopeless energy. You could feel like you're at a disadvantage right now. Okay, like you could feel like you're really starting from the bottom. You could feel like because you got so screwed over, like it's like I am literally making lemonade out of lemons. I am starting from the ground up, and this is hard. Okay, maybe you don't have a mom and dad to help you. Maybe you just don't have the right support. It's all gonna come, but right now you're in that dark little pit. You feel like nobody can see you. You feel like no matter how much work you put in, it doesn't matter. No one's going to notice. The good that you do, you feel like is going unnoticed. You feel bad. Aw, I'm giving you a big hug. Big hug. Yeah, that's an energy I'm feeling. Like you have done so much work on yourself to get to where you're at right now, and you feel like no matter what, especially if this is a person that you're dealing with or a family situation, it's like, goddamn, like can't you guys see that like I'm trying and like I'm doing better, like but the one slip up or the one time I actually am struggling, like that's it. I'm just a piece of shit person. Like no. Get away from those people. This is, a Six of Wands in reverse is you speaking your soul and, a fear of rejection. A fear of failure. And then we have Two of Swords in reverse. More indecision. More blocks, okay? But this is also, okay, Two of Swords in reverse is someone that has their blindfolders on, okay? They're at a crossroads, they're at a choice. They're mentally stewing over several, at least two things. They have a decision that they have to make. But in reverse, this is saying that, okay, I've come to this decision. This is a release. You're going to release this block. Okay, this indecisiveness tells me that you're eventually going to make a decision. Okay, that is here. You might not rush it, or you might not feel like you want to jump with this opportunity, but Spirit is saying that that is something that is okay to do. It's the bottom of the deck. Oh, Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, childhood. Definitely childhood issues I'm picking up. You could have just had bad news. Or this is a fear of proper planning, okay? You definitely could be a Virgo or a Capricorn, I'm hearing. Someone, you like to have your T's crossed and your I's dotted before you do something, okay? You have a hard time functioning when you have to go with the flow, or when you have to be just kind of go with it and surrender, and you're having a hard time with that. But again, work at it. Okay, Spirit is saying work at it, because on the other side is something truly beautiful. Let's see. Anything else? Let's get a couple angel numbers for you and to close out. And I think I want to get a spirit animal. Give me 2 angel numbers for collective. What do they need to know? Four, 4, blessing in disguise, okay? Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward, okay? This is very Tower energy. Anything that hasn't served you, anything that has been built on a faulty foundation, that's what I think you're having a disconnect with, and you're like, shit, not again. But as you grow, things are going to continue to fall apart. You're going to go through this cycle many more times. So buckle up, Buttercup, because this isn't the first, this isn't the last time. You are going to get stability, and when you can learn how to handle this and walk through the fire and come out the other side unscathed, you're going to be more prepared for when the next time this does happen, okay? Letting go. Angel number 321. Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for your highest good. All right, we just talked about that. Let's get a motivational message. Yeah, Spirit wants you to have fun. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up or energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way, simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. All right, so dancing. Huge. All right, I want to get an animal message for you. I know some readers can just like pull a card and just do. Like, I envy that ability. I like to have everything out, all different little avenues, and it's fun. I like to see, because it's fun to pull things and see how they all like connect. Like, you can't make this shit up, you know? All right, animal spirit for collective. Seagull, now is the time for deep emotional healing. This is literally what Spirit needs you to do right now. This is how you're going to meet the universe. This is how you're going to get to where you need to be. The emotional sea that's hovering just below your consciousness is a well of feelings that needs to be acknowledged and expressed. Okay, we talked about that. You have to speak. Whatever it is, get it out. I don't care who it's to or where it's to or who it's from, where it's from. Get it out. Expressing emotions doesn't mean indulging in them compulsively or creating drama around them. If there are tears, let them simply be tears and allow them to flow. Cry or laugh as much as you need to. Explore these feelings by sharing them with someone you trust or write them out in a journal. Paying particular attention to the sensations in your body. These sensations are clues to the layers of emotion that are just below the surface of your awareness. By either talking or writing them down, you bring them into your awareness, find relief, and create an opportunity to release them. Don't let this be a theatrical exercise, one where you act or try to force yourself to feel something you're not. Make sure that you include a good dose of humor from time to time, particularly if you're dealing with darker and scarier emotions. It's not necessary to cleanse the emotional and psychic scars that remain from earlier experiences. Too frequently, but now is the time to do so. Should you find yourself starting to get lost in the whirlpool of traumatic memory, change the scenery by physically moving or intentionally distracting yourself in some way. It isn't necessary to cure yourself of the feelings associated with these memories all in one setting. Instead, simply relieve some of the pressure that lurks below the surface. That's beautiful. That is exactly what I'm feeling for you. All right, let's pull some charms. You guys are going to get there. I promise. All is working out as it's supposed to. An airplane. Listen, if you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me where you're going to go on vacation to, okay? I want to know that by the end of the reading, whenever you're watching this, okay, across time and space, say, hey, Lindsay, I just booked a plane. I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm going wherever. Taurus. Okay, so you could be a Taurus. Whoever you're dealing with could be a Taurus. This is also the energy, okay? This is your second house. This is all your resources, your 3D belongings, okay? This is getting in touch, being more practical, okay? You could be getting out in the woods. It's a very loyal and stable kind of energy. Diamond. Ooh, this is what you're headed towards, baby. A bucket of diamonds, okay? Diamond in the rough, I'm hearing. A shopping bag because you're going to be going shopping. And a ship's wheel. Okay, you could be going on a cruise. This Taurus energy tells me also, to get more grounded. But that steering wheel, it just moving. Okay, movement, steering ship in a more positive direction. I'm going to get one more affirmation. How funny is that? We have inquisitive, and then here it says, I choose curiosity over control. So Spirit's saying, get curious. Be the observer in your own story, okay? As all of this shit's happening, like, get curious, okay? Instead of saying, oh no, not this again. Why is this happening? Oh my God. Instead, say, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What is this? What is this feeling? Okay, sit with it. And I'm going to get an affirmation from this deck also. More stuff about bravery. I'm brave enough to climb any mountain. What's the bravest thing I've ever done? In what way am I brave? Okay, ask yourself that. That's just a way to help you ground yourself and be like, okay, listen, I've done this before and I can do this again. I'm going to pull some of these real quick too, because I like the little messages on them. And it's like little side notes, kind of like, all right, hey, you're going through this, but by the way, you could work on this too. Not that I'm trying to overload you. Make better choices. Stop doing the same thing over and over again. It isn't working. Conversations can be healing or harmful. Venting is healthy. Gossip is ew. All right, so there was a card on here, the Judgment in reverse. Okay, there could be gossip. You could be just running your mouth like a hen's ass, or somebody could be running their mouth like a hen's ass about you. That's never good. Okay, if you want to vent and you want to get something out, you're feeling a certain way, that is one thing. But to sit there and to talk and dwell and bring negativity in the situation, we don't want to be doing that. So don't fall back into old patterns in that regard. Okay. All right, let's get some zodiacs and possible life paths. Whoa. All right, we have Aries, Taurus, Aries, life path 11, life path 6, life path 5, and we're going to roll again. Sagittarius, Gemini, and Libra. Life path 1, life path 2, another life path. Keep flipping it. Life path 2, and another life path 1, and another life path 2. All right, you guys, that is all I have for now. I hope this helped. I hope this brought you peace, validation, clarity, and until next time, ciao, ciao.